Everywhere the light touches is my land. I'm almost done with this. I am starting to fill this in, and then I gotta fill this section in. And then I will be done with this layer. I've got another layer to do. Ooh. Hello. Quick! Before I almost fell off. Before he sleeps. I didn't realize there's a torch missing there. I must rectify that. Using coal blocks because I spent all my dirt that I would normally use for pillaring up. Taking care of this. So I had been asking people on the Craft Theory server, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'd been asking people on the Craft Theory server to donate any dirt they may have that they no longer need. And yet, some people have actually, as far as I can tell, been going out of their way to get dirt for me. Nope, don't have any there, I thought. And that's more than what I was asking for. I mean, I'm definitely glad for it. I still haven't done anything with this nether portal. But yeah, I've just been mainly asking for excess dirt, not necessarily, hey, would you please just go mining for some dirt? But that project still got some more time to take care of. There's something else I wanted to do this episode, and it's something I've mentioned before, and it is that library. I also want to start building a mine shaft, like an actual proper mine entrance. It'd be more for decoration. But I also need to show you the progress I have made on my tunnel. And I need to do a little bit more work on that, so let me... That wasn't very much. I also need to reorganize this stuff, because man, this stuff's getting full. So yeah, let's see. I always end up having just enough redstone to make a full block and no excess, so I can't easily put anything over there, because that's for the excess. So yeah, let me go get some stuff that I need, and I will meet you back over at that tunnel, that boat tunnel that we had constructed earlier. Alright, here we are at the tunnel. And what I wanted to do was add some lighting. I do have to come back and patch that up, or maybe that can just be another entrance. But I just wanted to add some lighting. Hey, Non. Ah, I guess I didn't get that little part. I just, here occasionally. Mainly, like, wherever there's areas for mobs to spawn. Because I don't want them spawning. And... yeah. So maybe something there. But to also just add some light into the situation means I can take you out, torch, and put you up there. Maybe you over there. I hear water flowing. Ooh, there's water flowing. Okay, it's gotten quiet. Something up there. Something up there. And yeah, just in general, come along here and do something like this. Just to hide some lighting, but yeah, I kind of like the way this looks now. Let me go ahead and do some lighting. Keep saying that word a lot, and I'll be back once I have more of this, and hopefully I'll have a boat so we can actually test it out. Alright, so here we are at the tunnel. Mr. George says he's bringing some of his dirt over to our circle, so that's good. Thank you, Mr. George. Okay, so let's just take a stroll through here, take a look at what this looks like. Got some glowstone up on the joints, adding what I hope is enough light to prevent mobs from spawning. And overall, this looks pretty good, I think. You may notice I have some oak wood on me, and some oak leaves. That's for a reason. We should soon see this reason when we come up here to where the light is. Hey, oh, hello. Is there some water I didn't get? Ooh, there certainly is. Well, that's no good. let's see, if I just stand here. I think that fixed it. No. No, it did not. Huh. That water's not filling in. Well... hopefully that should do it. Okay, let's turn around, let's continue our adventure. Let's pretend that did not happen. Still over here, too. What's wrong over here? Okay. Let me fix all the water stuff that I didn't know I had. Alright, one more time now. Let's see if I've got this straight. We're coming through the tunnel. No shifting or sliding to the left or the right. Just forward. So far I haven't seen any mobs spawn. That's good. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And now we can't because some chunks got rendered. Now right here it gets bright even though there's no sunlight, and I think that's just my shader thing that I'm using. Having some issues. It may work if I log off and log back on. Okay, so let me back up here so I don't mess anything up here. But this is what I needed the wood for, because now we need to connect this, and then I need to get more glowstone, because I ran out of glowstone. I haven't done this side yet, but won't do much good if we can't even get back and forth. So that's what... Ooh, there you are. Well, I want you over here because you're convenient that way. That's what this is for. Oh, I can get some dirt from here, I suppose. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's see. I wanted it to be kind of a log thing, so in order for it to be a log thing, I was thinking 3 wide. So we'd obviously have something here, 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 and then here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. Okay, then we got to take this out. Put some lights up in the joint. That's my new phrase, by the way. In the joint. Okay, fighting the currents. Alright, so very basic design. However, you might want to come off and decorate this some. So, let's see. I got some of this. I can use this to come on down here. I can use... Ah! Okay, where'd you come from? Because you're targeting me. Where are you? I don't see you. Hello? Anybody out there? Hello? You know what, may be much better to do this in the morning. So check this out. I didn't know this about boats before, but after I've been frustratingly trying to figure out how to drive in a straight line on a boat, I discovered something. This might already be known, but if not, here it is in this video. So take a look at the relative coordinate. I'll have it highlighted on the screen. So observe how it changes whenever we face different directions. Okay, So, now pay close attention. Currently, we are at 93.2. If I place the boat, and then right-click on the boat without changing where I'm looking, the boat redirects us to 92.8. Okay, so we were at 93.2, now 92.8. Let's see if we can repeat that. 93.2, 92.8. So at first glance, it looks like it's subtracting a certain amount from what direction we're facing, but if I go to 93.1, still 92.8. Turns out it's actually locking us onto certain coordinates. So if I go to 92.8, actually, even if I go to 92.9, it'll still lock us onto those coordinates, to that angle. Now if I do go to 92.8, there we are. And I get in, there we are. No change. Now, what's the next step down? Let's go to 92.7, if I can get there. 91.4. All right, so let's go to 91.3. $90. Now this is a straight line. Okay, so boats do weird things that can only be at certain intervals, but let's take a look what this pathway looks like. Just look at all of this glowstone and look at the beauty of the path. I think it's quite beautiful. Of course, once you're in the boat, you can feel free to look around without affecting anything. So we're going through this tunnel, and it's quite well lit up, I think. You know what? Let me say hi to Red. Sorry, broke the immersion, but that's okay. So now here we are. I went ahead and finished this up. Here we are at this beautiful passageway. And we just take a look at it. We got overhangs, we got trees, and then back on the other side. Anyway, so this takes us out here. I wonder where this goes. I actually have not been exploring over here. Not in the water, anyway. I may have been this way before, because obviously it's close enough to my place. But I'm not entirely certain where that goes. Although I think... I still need it. Thanks much. Okie dokie. So let's see where this goes, because I am curious. I need to widen this if I want this to actually be a path. It depends upon where it goes, really. But this is kind of fun, just chillaxing in my boat. Well, that's as far as we're getting. I mean, I could always break it. And then continue on there. But yeah, and that little bridge area with the tree, that actually looks pretty cool at night, I think. Unfortunately, some other people on here want to have it daytime, which is perfectly fine. You might be able to see it in some future time. But as for right now, I'm glad that part's complete. I'm still not totally done with it, because I still do have to design an entrance. Okay, so, in order to get a smooth ride back, let's see. I gotta look at these coordinates. Okay, so, we are at 89.9. Yes, you'll lock us on to -90. Awesome possum. But over on the left, somewhere over here, up some is my base, and I still need to do a proper entrance to it, so that this can be a tunnel that goes to my place, and not, so that I can take this out. I wonder, I'll have to do some experimenting and see if a dispenser can properly place a boat in the right orientation that I want it. Because if so, I may have to use a dispenser to accurately get boat placement so you can just go on straight through. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. Really pleased. And I've not detected any sort of water sliding, although I can occasionally hear water running, but that may be underground or it may be off to the side enough. And then yeah, we're out here. Out in the beautiful Red Spawn, or Red Town. Beautiful wart on that beautiful nose. Everything about it is beautiful. Okay. So yeah, that, I think, is a success. I'm going to go ahead and leave the boat here. In case anyone else wants a ride, do remember to adjust your heading appropriately so that you can get the full effect without having to constantly correct yourself. When I first ran into that issue, I was thinking that maybe I can have some water coming in from the sides, which keeps you in the center even if you're not totally facing the center, but then I'd have to widen the tunnel out a little bit because I'd still want to keep the 3 wide feel, so it'd have to be 5 wide so that 1 on each side can be used to keep you corrected. But then now that I discovered that little trick, it's something... yeah, creeper blew up here. Gonna have to do something about that. But yeah, that's something that I decided, well, I guess I can try to work around it another way. So for the time being anyway, that's what I'm doing. So if you'll recall, this path over here took us down there, and I need to kind of redo it so it goes up here more gradually. Which is right where I am keeping my donkey and my skeleton horse. I do not know if I mentioned it, but I have a skeleton horse now. Found one while I was working on my circle. Yeah, so I gotta find another place for them. So the next step for this underground tunnel will be to add an entrance. In order to do the entrance, I need to place it over here, and because that's where I want it, and in order to do that, I need to move my equines, I think they may be called, so I need to find another place for that. So some other things I was thinking of, some other projects we can do. First of all, I need to redo the house. I mean, like, completely. I can go up there and I can try to sleep, but if there's mobs nearby, I mean, it will not let me sleep, so I gotta redo that. I was thinking, you know what, why go for a modest house? Why be so small? Why not make it bigger? I was trying to think if there's anything I could do with this space. And I was thinking probably not, so maybe I need to make my house like on this plateau right here and maybe extend it out here with dirt. I need more dirt for that. So hopefully I can avoid doing that. Or maybe I just won't worry about it for the time being. Maybe it'll be a project in the distant future. Ooh, I needed to come over here anyway because there's something else I wanted to do over here. I'm hungry, and I'm talking a lot, that I thought would be really, really cool. That is an entrance to a mine thing. Like a big fancy one, just for looks, not for practicality, although I obviously will be digging a lot of stuff in the process and maybe running into some dirt. So it may be something I do relatively soon, but I was thinking maybe having a kind of mine entrance just like right here. Kind of facing into this mountain. It would give us a reason to come over here more. Well, it would give us a reason to come over here more if we're exploring this area, and that'll give us a reason to look at all those trees. I also still need to make a library for my enchanted books because they are taking up an entire slot. And I was thinking it would be kind of cool to have a library up on top of a hill, not necessarily a full-blown mountain necessarily, but let's see, if I'm going to put a house over there, maybe have a library up here or something? That's just a preliminary thought. Let's see, I still got to finish decorating that and getting the redstone hooked up for the other sides and getting the wood done on that, so I still got quite a bit of work to do. Unfortunately, this episode is going to have to come to a close right about here. I find myself sneezing a lot, and I cannot keep on recording like this, so I got to take care of that. But yeah, we finally made significant headway with the project. We're nearly complete with the first layer of the circle. And once the first layer is complete, I'm going to maybe kind of demo what I want to do for the underwater layer, but I'll start working on getting some actual buildings up there on the top layer. So, thank you for watching.